Hello, this is me Walid, and welcome to a new episode in which we visualize the verdicts of the Python unit tests using external tools like meld and vimdiff. So we start with a test here. We have a test consisting of 3 unit tests. Let's see what we have. The first 2 unit tests are failing and the third one is passing. So let's run this test. So we call Python and then the unit test module and give it the name of the file, and we see here that the first 2 are failing with world versus world 1, world versus world 2, and the third one we can see here it's passing. And sometimes we are actually interested in specific tests. We are developing this test and we want to ensure that it's running correctly and want to visualize the differences in a more visual pattern. And for that we have the diff decorator package. So let's see how can we utilize it for that. First, this package will be showing us the differences in an external tool beside the default view. So let's see here. You just clean the screen and then create a new virtual environment. And I'll just clean up here a little bit. And then source the virtual environment that we've just created. Then activate. And type install the diff decorator. And we can see here that this environment has only the diff decorator installed, nothing else. So let's just clear screen and then modify the test so that we import the diff decorator. So we import it from the diff decorator. So basically we import diff with decorator from the diff decorator package, and then we use the diff with decorator, and that's all what we need to use an external tool. If we run it like that, it will be using the default tool, and let's just run it. Python-m unit test and the test file, and we can see here this is a default view, and before that we actually had diff using the diff tool. So this is external tool by default we have here. This is a diff and we can change it, so we can change the defaults. So we can do something like diff. Let me open the documentation here. So we go to github.com and then the by diff decorator. We can see here that if we modified the diff decorator tool environment variable and set it to meld, it would change it to meld. So it's diff decorator tool equal meld. And now if we rerun the test, we get meld to show us the differences. We have the expected value here to be hello world. The actual is hello world space 1. And after we close the meld window, the other test will be shown. So we can now modify it, and let's say we are using the diff with, and we're using the default package or default tool, and here we want to override the tool with meld. So for some reason we want 2 different tools for comparison. Maybe this one you are more interested in, so we want a GUI visualization for this, but the others, yeah, we can have less interaction with or something like that. So we have the freedom to specify different tools, and we can even use diff with for the passing test and use tool vimdiff but notice that this will not show any differences. Vimdiff will not open here because this is a passing test. For the other test, this is failing, so we get meld opening for this one, and this one will be using the default tool. So let's just save and quit. And if we unset the diff decorator tool, now we will have the differences using the diff and the differences using meld. This is for the first test and this is for the second test. If we just close this one, we'll find the default behavior also is showing, and now we're able to visualize the differences in a different tool using the decorator. So thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.